Hi guys, it's Numistaka here, and I've received a few messages from people both here and on the Silver forum asking a little bit about how you make pretty decent YouTube videos, and I thought I'd just kind of tell you a little bit about the particular apps and hardware that I use. And I just happen to have a delivery today of a new microphone which I picked up to improve the quality of voice recordings. And the one I picked out is the Shure MV88, which is a professional type condenser microphone that fits right into the lightning port of an iPhone. So there may be other options if you have Android, but this particular set of equipment seems to work pretty well on the iPhone. So let's take a look at some of the equipment. The MV88 microphone is around about $150, so it isn't inexpensive, but it does compare very favorably with other kind of professional microphones, and it's very, very well functioned in terms of having the lightning port built into the microphone, so it's really easy to use. And it's accessed via an app that you can download from the App Store, and all the settings and recordings can be made inside the app or outside the app, which is one of the unique things about it. So build quality is pretty good, the microphones are very good, and actually it has two sets of microphones in it. It has a forward-facing set of microphones and a side-facing set of microphones, and a built-in mixer that allows you to vary the weight given to forward or side-facing. So if you're recording music, then you might have it on a wide spread. If you're recording vocals, you might have it on a narrow spread. And the narrowest spread that you can get on the app is 60 degrees. Once you've made the settings changes on the app, then it'll work with anything. So for example, you can set the device to actually work for a particular type of music on the app, and you can then use it on another iPhone, or you can plug the iPhone in, use the internal recording app, or you can use iMovie, whatever you like. You don't need to use the Shure app at all. So the next thing that was in the package today is a heavy-duty smartphone mount which fits onto a tripod. I try very hard to use a tripod on all of my YouTube movies because it's generally a lot better to try and keep the video absolutely frozen and then move things about in front of the camera. I think generally it creates a nicer type of video to watch for the person who's watching it without things kind of jittering around. And then, as with any other photography, you should always try and have all the light behind you when you make movies and make sure that the video quality is up to scratch. And ideally to use the 1080p 60 frames a second setting that is now on modern iPhones. But if you have a slightly older iPhone or a different phone, you may have other settings, or you may be one of those lucky people that can do 4K recordings. The other things that I use are a really good quality portable tripod, and this one is made by Manfrotto, and it has a separate ball head which is very good quality, pretty heavy duty, and will certainly keep a smartphone in place while you make the recording and keep it rock steady. And that one has an extension as well, which can double in height if you ever need to go up that high, but I normally use it just on its regular setting. So let's take a look at all the hardware that I use to make my YouTube movies. The small Manfrotto table tripod, you've got a smartphone mount which fits on the tripod, you've got a good quality ball head that lets you move the smartphone around and lock it into position, you've got an extension to the height of the mini tripod, and now I've got the Shure MV88 condenser microphone as well to improve the quality of audio recordings. So makes a nice portable set that I can take anywhere I go, and I'd recommend that particular setup, but you might have something else. The YouTube movies that I generally make on the iPhone. It would also work in the same way on the iPad via the App Store. The Motive app, it controls the sound. The iMovie controls the putting together of the sound and video inside the movie. And I also use IntroMate, which is an app that there is a small charge for on the App Store, but it allows you to design some really snazzy intros. The sponsor intro, for example, was designed with IntroMate, and it really takes just a few minutes to design things which are quite professional, and includes sound effects and background videos and so on and so forth. So I'd certainly recommend those apps to you. But if you have any apps that you work with at the moment that are better than that, let me know, give me some ideas as to how I could improve my YouTube movies. Let's take a look at the IntroMate app as well. So IntroMate comes with a number of templates and a number of more generic templates. So the Stackers United close video that I've been using over the last couple of days, that has been made from one of the generic templates, and it allows you to vary everything about the lettering you use, the colors, the weights, the background graphics, and really anything which moves about in the intro, you can easily swap with something that you choose. So it does allow you to make an almost infinite number of different intros. And I've been experimenting with some of them. Some I like better than others, but I'm sure you can have fun with this. And I think it's only about $3 from memory. So take a look at IntroMate in the App Store. Let's take a very quick look through the Motive recording app. You can see you can have voice with music, musical instruments, kind of orchestral kind of music, and it'll actually allow you to choose the microphone settings and the width of the recording. I've seen some experiments in other YouTube movies where they actually had quite high amount of noise coming from the side, and they set the microphone to point straight ahead, and it wasn't perceptible to pick up any of the side noises. And I know if you're like me, you often have people talking in other rooms in the house when you're making YouTube movie soundtracks, and it can be annoying, and the normal Apple microphone can pick these things up. So I'd certainly recommend the use of this kind of mic to make better recordings, higher quality recordings, and more directional recordings. So hope you have fun making your own recordings, and I have lots of fun putting these things together. It really doesn't take me a long time to do it, and it is quite a fun, creative process. So let me know the kind of things that you use, and hopefully give me some tips as to how I can improve my recordings. So look forward to receiving lots and lots of comments, and if you haven't already subscribed to the Numistacker channel, then I noticed that probably 60% of the people who view these videos are not subscribers, and it would be very nice to hear from a few of you non-subscribers to subscribe and to make comments on these videos. So thanks very much for watching, guys.